Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your new moon in Aquarius on Tuesday the 5th of February yoga class. If this is your very first time with us, then a very big welcome to you. If you have any concerns about your mental, physical or emotional health with respect to doing a class, please do consult your health professional before continuing with the class. We are just starting off with a little bit of an activation, so we're just shaking the hands down to the floor. And while we do the activation, we're going to go through the astrology and numerology that's happening at the moment on the planet. That has caused me to come up with this particular set of yoga sequences and asanas and meditation for you today to help counter any negative things going on and also to amplify anything good that's happening as well. So I hope you enjoy the class. We'll just start off with a little bit of a shake down to the floor. And if you do have blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, just keep the hands below the head at all times, not bringing them up any higher. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to bring them up much further up into the sky and around to the side. So as I said, we do have the new moon in Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about shaking things up. It's all about discovering those things that have been hidden a little bit. And a little bit of a wake-up call. Aquarius is very much about the wake-up call. Bring the feet a little further apart. Keep the head above the waist if you have any concerns about blood pressure, heart condition, vertigo, ear, eye, nose, throat issues. Or if you just have like a sinus issues as well. All right, and going around, just shaking it out. Just warming ourselves up here, warming up the spine in particular in preparation for the yoga class. We're also, this new moon, of course, aligns with our Chinese New Year, and it's the New Year of the Earth Pig. And the Earth Pig symbolises prosperity and abundance and good fortune and wealth, but it can also symbolise laziness and self-indulgence. So there's a few things to be looking at there as well. And it's a really good time at the moment to have creative problem solving. And we're going to particularly be looking at, because the energy is leaning us in this direction, we're going to be particularly looking at personal finances, how you see money, and does money come flowing through to you? And what do you do for a living? Do you do something that you're just doing because it pays the rent? Or are you doing something that you really love? And we're actually going to do a really fantastic meditation on manifesting money, basically, but also letting go of that need to be doing something you don't like doing. I love what I do. I love doing these classes because it means I actually get to do some yoga, and I love getting the feedback from you guys. I do get some personal messages from you guys as well, which is fantastic. I love it that you're watching the classes. And of course I love doing my healing therapy work and writing my book as well. So I really, really do love what I do. And so then money flows. Money flows very easily for someone who really enjoys doing what they're doing. So just tapping the opposite knee with the opposite hand here. The activation is generally the same each time so that we can focus on the astrology and numerology. So we're definitely going to be focusing on your personal finances and giving that a nice big booster shot today. And looking at what you really love and giving from the heart, because that's when the abundance starts to flow anyway. Sharing it freely, surrendering your heart. Let's have a look, what else have we got? You can go for your heels here if you like, if you can reach your heels. Otherwise just stick with your knees. The Sun and Moon and Mercury are in Aquarius, and as I said, it's a wake-up call. Definitely about problem solving, coming up with new ideas to solve old problems that you've had, and come from the heart. Definitely come from the heart, because we've just come out of that full moon in Leo as well. So we've worked out what it is that brings us joy. Now we're going to put it into action. Basically, that's what we're doing. Mars and Uranus are in Aries now. Aries this is actually going to be very impatient. Okay, you might actually be quite impatient, but you can also, and the best way to deal with that is to do exercise. So the yoga class is a really good start. If you can actually sort of get your heart rate up as well, would be really good. The sequence we're doing today can actually get your heart rate up if you do it regularly and do several in a go. So go around the other way. We're doing the sun sequence. So if you did do, say 5 sets of the sun sequence in a row and fairly, bang, 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 not slowing down, that would get your heart rate up. So you could just keep rewinding, fast forwarding, and doing that over and over again. Let's go into infinity symbols here, figure eights. So yeah, you could be quite impatient, and the breathing technique and the mudra that I do today will actually help you with that anger and that impatience that you might be experiencing at this time, particularly with Mars and Uranus in Aries. And go the other way. Yeah, be more flexible. Take the direct flight. Don't make it so difficult. So those who have a lot of 4 energy in their chart will find it quite challenging at the moment, because they'll find that they think they have to go through certain steps to get from A to B, but sometimes there's more than one set of steps to get from A to B. And maybe instead of trying to push the status quo on everything and everyone, maybe have a look at the status quo and see if it needs to change. So you can bring your hands up above your head if that's comfortable for you. You don't have any blood pressure, heart condition concerns or shoulder issues. And that's lovely from Barbara Goldsmith, who did the reading, the astrology reading that I looked at. She said, take the direct flight, don't make it so difficult. So don't force yourself to go through many different airports to get to where you're going, if it's not necessary, and if it's just not right for you or for anyone else that happens to be going along for the ride. So very wise advice there, Barbara. Thank you very much. And Aquarius is going to get you out of your normal, okay? Your normal mindset. It's a good time to be spontaneous and unique, eccentric as well, and to connect with society. So bring the hands up, just a really nice, gentle movement here, just to warm up the shoulders, and then over the back. Lovely. So that's what we've got going on. We have a 3 universal year that I've talked about before. That's obviously still going on there, and that's all about your self-expression. And of course, with this new moon in Aquarius, it's a really good time to be self-expressive about what you really love, and start to move into that area. Question yourself, like, do I really love doing this, or is this just a thing I'm doing because I have to? I think I have to. So have a good look at that. Palms faced away, open up the shoulders, breathe out, and then breathing in, opening up, breathing out, and in. Lovely. And out. We're also having a 5 universal month, so it is going to be a lot of flux and change this month. You are going to come up against things that are moving very quickly. A lot of things might start to look a bit different. Which is definitely something to look at, and also looking at your freedom and your discipline. It is a good idea to obviously be disciplined in the thing that you enjoy doing, and even some of the things you don't enjoy doing, like maybe cleaning the toilets, for instance. So put the right foot to the front and hands up, and then back into the middle, and then up to the back. We do this every time, so once you've done it a few times, you'll start to get used to it. So be disciplined. Be disciplined in what it is that you are passionate about, and even some of the things that you know you have to do, like cleaning the toilets, to get yourself to where you need to be. But there will be quite a bit of flux and change. Let's switch to the other leg as we move along through this month. And the 5th of February is a 1 universal day. So it is all about you, very much about you at that time, and your uniqueness. So really focus on your uniqueness. What makes you unique? If you're running a business, what's your unique selling product? Come back into the middle. If you have knee issues, ankle issues, if you've had hip surgery, osteoporosis, keep the feet on the floor. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to come up. Do a bit of a shake. You can grab a chair or a wall if you need to at this point. Lovely. And circles in one direction with the ankle, and then the other way, and then out to the side and the back. Do a swing. and up and around. Ah, lovely. And let's go to the other side. A little bit of a shake. And circle. So it is, the sun sequence is fantastic for what it is we're doing. It was amazing when I was looking through the work for this particular moon and the other way. The sun sequence just kept popping up in my head. I said, I know what sequence I'm going to have to do even before I look it up, because I knew it had spontaneous, resourcefulness, balance, emotional and mental balance, clarity, focus, opening up in the chest, opening the heart, bringing you into the present moment, dynamic creativity. I just knew that it had all those things, and that's what we'll be bringing out as we do the sun sequence this morning, or today. Up and around and back, and we're also doing two asanas today. Okay, so there's a few little body preps. So just stand your feet together and just put one foot a foot length ahead, and then just gently bending the knees. Again, you can hold on to a chair or something here if you need to, and just stretching it. It's just stretching that small muscle at the back, the base of your calf muscle there. I'll just come back to the front. Ah, lovely. We're also doing the eagle. I haven't done the eagle for a little while. The reason why we're doing it is to really have a look at your truth, to really get that insight into what really does make you tick. Let's switch to the other side. What really brings you joy? Have you really worked that out yet after the previous yoga class? To have a look at that. It does bring you more clarity as well, and insight and truthfulness. Incisiveness to see the heart of any situation, because this is very much about coming from the heart, giving of your gifts freely, coming from the heart. So now we're going to do a decent step forwards with one of your legs, and then just gently leaning on that front knee, but keeping the knee above or behind the ankle, so not going beyond that point. You should feel a decent stretch in your back calf muscle, the main calf muscle there. I'll just come to the front. So if you're not feeling the stretch, keep your toes pointing forward in the same direction. So make sure that toes aren't out to the side, so the foot's straight. If you still can't feel the stretch, obviously increase the distance between your feet would help as well. Yeah, this is very much, the eagle is very much about the heart chakra. It's very much about being insightful and knowing your truth, like really having a look at what does make you tick, what does bring you joy. That's what we're going to be focusing on when we do the eagle. Let's switch to the other leg. You might find that one leg's a little bit more or less stretchy than the other, and that's actually quite normal. Usually it's your non-dominant leg that's a bit tighter, isn't it? I'll have a think about that. I did know that, but I've forgotten it. We're also going back to the sitting spinal twist again. For some reason that just keeps popping up. We have done it a couple of times over the last few months, because we want that generosity. We want you to come from the heart. We want you to give, because that's when stuff comes back. When you give, good stuff comes back in tenfold. So don't be afraid of giving. Okay, to the right people, and from a place of love, and it needs to be your gift as well. We're going to do the hamstrings. So the foot goes out to the back foot goes out to the side a little bit. Keep the front leg fairly straight. Gently bend down. Again, keep the head above the waist if you do have any concerns, blood pressure, heart condition, vertigo, or any ear, eye, nose, throat situations that you're concerned about. So just leaning in until you feel that stretch in the back of the top of the front leg, which is your hamstring area. So yeah, the main thing today is what brings you joy. Are you coming from that place? Is your profession coming from that place? Are you doing this to make money? Because that's your life purpose. The thing that brings you joy is essentially what you need to be doing to make money. I know that sounds really crazy, but yeah, that is actually the purpose. Yeah, for everyone.
Even the people who collect garbage. Some people take joy in collecting garbage, and that's totally cool. Some people do take joy in looking after people with special needs or the elderly, and that's a very noble profession. Nursing. You know, if you're in the public service and things aren't quite bringing you joy, then have a look, have a close look. Or if you're in any kind of job and you're not getting that buzz, you're not getting that feeling when you get out of bed in the morning and go, yes, I'm looking forward to going to my job today, then have a close look at it. And this class will help you to look at that as well, especially the eagle. The shoulder, so just bring your shoulder across and keep it down low. So keep it just below your nipple line, and then just grab the elbow and stretch it across. So we're actually stretching the shoulder here. A little bit of a tricky stretch to do actually. Let's see how you go there with that one. And we're about to go down onto the floor. So if the floor's not going to work for you, you can do this sitting in a chair. And I have failed to get my chair out. I will get my chair out in a moment. Let's go to the other side. We have done the piriformis stretch, I think in the last 2 yoga videos, so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So one basically where you just cross your legs on the chair and lean forward. Okay, so you cross over and you lean forward, and that will stretch. So you can definitely do that if you're not comfortable with getting on the floor. So if you're happy to come down to the floor, please do so. And go into the piriformis stretch. You can just cross your legs and grab, okay, at this point or at the front of the shin, and then just lean back and get that lovely stretch. If that's not enough, put the ankle on the opposite knee, and then bring the hands through and get a nice deep stretch there. So yeah, today's all about what brings me joy, what makes my heart sing, and am I doing that to make money? And where am I blocked with money? Where's the blockage? Let's work on releasing that so the money flows. It's a very exciting meditation that we're going to do today, a completely brand new one, and that I've not shown anybody before. Let's switch to the other side. And it's all about manifesting abundance with the money and releasing any blockages. And just releasing that. And then just keep your knees bent and have your palms facing away from the top of your head. Breathe in and breathing out. Just allow your hands to go in like you're patting yourself on the back. Just do a little bit of a stretch here up the sides of your back. Excuse me. And release that. Breathe in again. Breathing out. Just breathing naturally as you go into the stretch, into the movement. Okay, and we've finished all of our preps there. I'll demonstrate the sun sequence and explain. There's a fair few contraindications, as you can imagine. You have heart issues, breathing issues, blood pressure issues, knee, hip, spinal, menstruating, abdominal surgery, shoulder issues, detached retina, glaucoma, eye, ear, if you're pregnant, if you have a tight hamstring. All of those will have some modifications, so please don't just jump straight into the sequence with me if you do have any of those particular health considerations to be looking at. Okay, so the sequence, we will be having the hands coming up above the head, so again keep them low if you do need to. So the first part is hands above the head. Coming to the floor, if that's not going to work for you because you can't bring your head below your waist, you can just come to your knee. Okay, so you can just come to here and down to your knee. That's perfectly fine. The full version is all the way up and all the way down. Okay, we'll be doing that a lot slower than that. And then we'll be going into a runner. And again, you can do this on a chair, so I will demonstrate that. The runner will look something like this. Okay, So the modification is definitely sitting on a chair, so you don't have to be on the floor, and just gently coming up and down. Then we go into the plank, and obviously the plank is going to be an issue for a few of those contraindications. And then coming down into the cobra, which looks something like this. And then we're going to go into our down dog. The down dog has quite a few health considerations to look at. So the other option is the cat. Okay, so coming onto all fours, your hands below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. Breathe in. When you breathe out, lift your tummy muscles up to the sky. And as you breathe out, gently push your tailbone down towards the floor, and very slowly and subtly stretching the spine upwards towards the sky, and then gently allowing the head just to flop down nice and gently. And feel like you're stretching your head out beyond your crown. Then breathing in, start with the tailbone, pushing it up, and a very subtle back bend, and eventually looking around about 1.5 meters ahead on the floor. And you're stretching the spine out towards your the top of your head, okay, the crown of your head. That's the option for the cat instead of the dog, or of course you can come up into the dog, okay, and then we switch to the other side. So that's the modifications. If you, obviously not going into the runner, you can just go straight into the cat instead of into the plank. Instead of holding yourself up. So if you have shoulder issues, wrist issues, any elbow issues, anything like that, go straight into the cat. Don't move yourself into that. Hip, spinal, menstruating, abdominal surgery, shoulder and shoulder. Very gentle with the runner. Do the cat instead of that plane that we were talking about. And move into this, do the Sphinx instead of the full cobra, and we'll talk about that when we get to it, and stick with the cat. Definitely no dog for detached retina, glaucoma, ear, eye issues. If you're pregnant, just stick with the cat, okay? And that's it. It is quite a complex, there are a lot of health considerations to look at for the sun sequence. So where you would be is up the top of your mat. So you put your feet up the very top of your mat, and just have it just an inch or so before the end of the mat, and looking preferably towards your device so you can see what I'm doing. But I'll just come back to this position. So just imagine that I'm at the top of my mat. All right. So we'll get ready. We'll prepare for our beautiful sun sequence. So lifting up one of your heels. Pivot around until the heel touches. I'll stand back a bit so you can see what I'm doing. Pivot around so the heel touches the big toe of the other foot, and then lift up and pivot back. And then breathe in, tightening up the knees, and then breathe out, nice soft knees. See if you can keep those soft knees as we work our way through the sequence. Move your awareness up to your pelvic area, and then pushing forwards, pushing back, and see if you can find that middle ground. So do a bit of a wriggle, see if you can find a nice spot where if you're holding a bowl of water in there, it would sit nice and comfortably in that spot. Lovely. Move your awareness up to your sternum. Imagine there's a string attached to your sternum, lifting you up, and another one attached to your crown, lifting you up. Feel like your spine is lengthening as you do this. Nice lift up. Arms just relax by your side, chin parallel to the floor, and breathing in. When you breathe out, lift up your pelvic floor. It's a big muscle from the front to the back underneath here. Just give it a nice little squeeze, probably about 10-15% for this particular sequence. And then you're standing in Tadasana, which is a master posture, the mountain pose, in preparation for our beautiful sun sequence. So just closing your eyes for just a moment, if you're comfortable with that, or just gaze very softly at the floor, if you prefer. Imagine that you've been up for a little while, and you got up before the sun and you went for a nice brisk walk down by the ocean, down by the beach. There's nobody up yet, it's just you on the beach, and you stop part way along the beach and turn to face the ocean. You're on the east coast and the sun is just about to rise over the horizon. You feel quite invigorated from your little walk, quite energized. You're feeling like you'd love to soak up that spontaneity, that resourcefulness, that balance, that amazing energy of the sun. So you decide to do your sun sequence, salutation to the sun, facing the sun rising up over the horizon. You can smell that ocean air, you can hear the waves crashing very gently onto the beach. And start your day off releasing the solar energy within you with dynamic creativity, resourcefulness and spontaneity and enthusiasm. And very gently opening up your eyes and then allowing your hands to come up. I'll just do the modified version first, and coming down just to your knees. Breathing in, coming up to the full version if you're comfortable with that, and breathing out. It's a very slight back bend all the way to the floor if you're comfortable with that. Bending the knees, curling up from the base of the spine, and breathing out, supporting your spine if you're concerned about its ability to lift you up. Breathing in and out. Just one more time. Breathing in and out. This time the hands are going to stay on the floor, okay? So you place your hands on the floor and your right leg goes out to the back, okay? If this is a concern for you can definitely sit yourself on a chair, half on a chair, to do this particular part. And then breathing out, lean forward, palms faced up behind you. Breathing in, just come to chest height. And breathing out. Breathing in, let's come up to eye level. Breathing out. Breathing in, just up above the third eye. And bring the hands back down to the floor. And I'll go sideways here so you can see what I'm doing. Coming into the plank. If you know the plank's not going to work for you, please do go into the cat. And we only do 2 planks for the whole sequence. Just letting you know that there won't be too much of that. And then gently coming down onto the floor. Now if you do have any concerns, hip, spinal, menstruating, abdominal surgery, shoulder issues, just stick with the Sphinx. The Sphinx is just coming up onto your elbows, okay, instead of the full cobra. If you'd like to do the cobra, bring your hands in underneath your shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out, engage your core and push that pelvis into the floor. Imagine that mini new moon in Aquarius sitting at the base of your spine. As you breathe in, create a hollow in the base of your spine. Let the little mini moon walk up the hollow. When it gets about halfway up the spine, imagine you're pushing a marble away with your nose and gently coming up onto your hands. Keep the navel on the floor, looking straight ahead, but looking up with your eyes. Engaging your Ajna chakra. Look forwards and down you go. Coming up into the cat. Of course you can stay in the cat if you prefer. Otherwise, just checking that your hands are directly below your shoulders and your knees are directly below your hips. Curl up your back toes. If you'd like to come up into the dog, coming up into the dog. And the idea is to get the heels to the floor. Now, if they're not coming to the floor, you can bring the feet just a little bit closer to your hands and a little bit further away from each other. And then Feel like you're pushing the base of your spine up to the sky, like a piece of string is pulling the base of your spine up to the sky. And then coming back down, keep the left foot at the back and bring the right foot to the front. Okay, and I'll come back to the front so you can see what I'm doing. Breathing out and in and out and in and out and in. And then hands to the front and bring both feet back to the starting position. Then gently curling up. And back down. Curling up. And down. Up. And down. And one more time. Feel like you're bathing your body in the sun's light. And back down. Coming into Namaste for a few moments. We're exactly halfway through the sequence. Just closing your eyes for a moment, just feeling that ocean, feeling the sun coming up over the horizon, starting to shine on you now. It's a nice, soft, gentle sunlight, filling you with that enthusiasm, that resourcefulness, that spontaneity, that get up and go-ness. Starting to feel quite a bit of clarity and focus, quite balanced. And opening your eyes and reaching up, going into the stretch again. Breathing in, curling up from the base of the spine. And back down. Breathing in, curling up. And back down. One more time. And coming back down, I'll come across to the side so you can see the movement from the side. You're going to bring your left foot to the back, do the runner, breathing out, breathing in just to the chest, breathing out, palms faced up, breathing in up to the eyes, breathing out, and breathing in up just above the crown there. Then bring the hands back to the floor, going into the cat, and then the runner if you're comfortable with doing, sorry, not the runner, the plank. If you're comfortable with doing the plank. Last plank for the day, I promise. And gently coming to the floor, going into your Sphinx if you need to. Otherwise, bring the hands in underneath the shoulders, breathe in. Breathe out, engage the core, push the pelvis into the floor. Imagine that mini moon. Breathe in, create the hollow. Let the mini moon walk up the hollow. Push the marble away with the nose. Coming up, leave the navel on the floor. Looking straight ahead. Then looking up with just your eyes. Breathing out, coming back down. Curling yourself up into the cat. Get the hands in the correct position. Either start to do the cat, or you can curl your toes up and push yourself up into the dog and adjust your feet if you need to. Feel the base of your spine being lifted up to the sky. Releasing all of those things from the past that are keeping you stuck, particularly around your career, around your finances. Let them go. Also letting go of the things that don't bring you joy. Just breathe them out. And then gently coming down, letting your right foot at the back, and breathing out, breathing in and out, and in and out, and in, and then bring both feet back up to the beginning position, and come back up to our very last 3 movements. My microphone is playing up here. too many forward bends. Breathing in and out. And in and out. One more time. And out. Coming back up. Moving into the Namaste. And we're going to say a particular Sanskrit sentence which salutates the sun. And to do that, we're actually going to pivot our fingers around so that our hands around so that the right hand is on top, the left hand is on the bottom. And then we're going to breathe in and open up. So the right hand is palm face down and left hand's palm faced up. I'm mirroring you here, that's your right hand. And we're going to go around in a circle like in this particular way 3 times and saying the Sanskrit 3 times. The Sanskrit is Om Shri Suryara Namaha. So I'm going to say that as we go around in a circle. Okay, so breathing in and around we go. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. Take a little break and a breath. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. And one more time. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. Bring the hands back in, curling up and coming to Namaste. Just closing the eyes for a moment, taking yourself back to that beach. Smelling that ocean air. Feeling yourself filled with that resourcefulness, that spontaneity, that dynamism, that creativity, emotional and mental balance, clarity and focus. Feel your heart opened up to new possibilities for this month. And just releasing. Hope you enjoyed that particular sequence. I had a lot of fun doing it. It is the only sequence that we do a Sanskrit like that in. The rest are just English, a few English affirmations in another one of the sequences. All right, we're going to move into the eagle. Now the full version of the eagle, I'll show you what that looks like. And this is why we did all those stretches before as well. We breathe in, up comes the leg. When we breathe out, the leg wraps around, if you can wrap it around, it wraps around the back of the other leg. Because this leg's on top, the same arm goes under. We curl the arm under. We connect the 2 palms facing each other if we can. Push the bottom out the back. Oops. Bring the elbow to the knee and gazing through the fingers. And breathing in and out. The full version of the eagle. Obviously there's a few health considerations to look at there. Knee, hip, ankle, legs, pregnant. You can do all of this on a chair, so you could literally just sit on the chair, cross your leg and lean your hands forward. Okay, as simple as that. You can definitely, if you have any osteoporosis, hip, knee, ankle issues, you can definitely just put your feet on the floor. So keep your feet on the floor, but cross them over. And then you could either do the hand thing, or if you can't twist the hands around to get to a point where they're touching again. A lot of people can't do that. You can just go into praying hands. So yeah, you can just keep the feet on the floor, lean forwards, do whatever you can with the hands, and look forward like this, which will give you a fairly strong little posture there. And the idea is as well, I'll just show you from the side, when you go up, I'll just switch legs. When you go up, push the bottom out the back so you get your centre of gravity. Okay, if you try to keep the bottom at the front, you're going to end up doing this. You're going to end up falling over. Another little trick is to have the chair. I won't get it out because I'm going to fully disturb the dog. But have the chairs back to you, and just have the back of the chair sitting here. So when you come down, you have the chair to grab if you need it. It's a really, really cool idea as well, which tends to help people keep their balance. And if you're still struggling with the balance, grab some water because the water can really help with giving you some balance. Quickest way to work out if you're dehydrated, try to stand on one leg. If you can't, you're probably dehydrated. Okay, so we'll have a little go. And please do keep the feet on the floor if you do need to. Okay, and we're really going to be looking at what is your truth? What are you lying to yourself about around your career, around what did you do? Are you making what feels like dirty money or money, just because you have to? Can you transform your career into something that really brings you passion? It could be in the same job that you're doing, but just completely rejig what you're doing. See it from a different angle. See it from a different perspective. Is possibly all you need to do. But let's get that truth. So we're going to be looking straight through, the eagle's eyes, get that insight into what your truth is around what brings you joy and how to share that with the world. All right, so breathing in, when you breathe out, put the weight into your right leg. Okay, bending your right knee, of course be on chair if you need to be on chair. And then breathing in, up comes the left leg. Breathing out, I'm just going to cross the legs. I'm not going to try to twirl around so I can keep focus with you guys. And your left arm goes under. So your left hand goes under, twirls under, and get your balance. Push your bottom out the back to get your centre of gravity. And then you're gazing through your fingers, so you are looking up a little bit. Find that truth. Find that balance, find that clarity about what it is that really brings you joy. In and out. Lovely. Okay, let's go to the other side. So breathing in, breathing out, put the weight into your left leg, bending your left knee so you can use these big muscles to hold you up. Breathing in, up goes the right leg. Breathing out, come down. Right hand goes under, so you can curl your hand under if you can. Put the bottom out to the back, get your centre of gravity there, gazing through the eagle eye. Find your truth, find your clarity. What really does bring me joy? Maybe go back to the little child inside. What brings that child joy? Breathing in and out. So you can rewind and do that again if you like. Otherwise, we'll go straight into the sitting spinal twist. And we did do this. I think we may have even actually done this last fortnight, to be honest. There's a few things. If you do have a hernia, abdominal surgery recently, spinal disc issues if you are pregnant, if you have a full stomach, then just do the EBR1 spinal twist. So even just leaning across like this. Okay, it's very gentle. So you breathe in, you breathe out, you just lean across. That's the other option. All right, otherwise you're quite welcome to come to the floor. Grab yourself a pillow before you come down, just in case you do need it. You kneel down, and if you require the pillow, just pop your bottom onto the pillow, okay, if you'd like, and then place your opposite leg. So if you've plopped across to the right, lift your left leg up and place it across the other side. Okay, breathing in. When you breathe out, bring the right hand down so it grasps your left leg. Then breathe in, lift your spine up to the sky. So lift the sternum up to the sky. Breathing out, place the hand on the floor behind you and gazing out, looking into the horizon. I will show you that from the other side. So you can be in this position while you're watching what I'm doing. So you flop across to the side, lift the leg up, grab the, and then you look gazing out in this direction. Okay, and switch sides. So now you're going to flop across to your left. Lift your right foot up. And there we go. Breathe in, lift the sternum, and then go around to the back. The reason why I've chosen this is that generosity. To make you give from the heart so that you can have abundance and happiness and joy. Self-empowerment, creativity again. Definitely time to be creative, guys. Okay, coming back. There you go. So we have done our yoga bit. It's time for your deep relaxation. So laying on the floor, if you're comfortable with that, if you know that laying on the floor is not going to work for you, please do sit on a chair for this. Just make sure that your feet are touching the floor. Okay, and if you are laying on the floor, try to have nothing behind your head. If you do have pigtails and things, see if you can pull those out. If you do need a pillow, just use like a folded up blanket, just a very flat folded up blanket if that works for you, or a very thin pillow. And laying your arms out to the side, palms faced up. Tuck your chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. Allow the feet just to flop out to the side wherever they feel like they'd like to go. And just allow your spine to have its natural curvature. And this is a deep relaxation. If you've not done one before, it will make you feel quite relaxed. And each time you do it, it does tend to make you go deeper. So it's a really magical thing to do. But it also allows the energy of what we've just done with the sun sequence and the eagle and the sitting spinal twist to really become part of your being for the next few days. It lets that energy settle in your body very, very nicely, and also prepares you for the meditation we're going to do. So it's all leading up to that pinnacle of the class, which is the meditation, which is why we do yoga in the first place, so that we can meditate, we can be still. Because we release all of that stuck energy in our body. And we also encourage the good stuff. And that's why we're able to meditate so comfortably. Okay. That there. So closing your eyes if that feels comfortable for you, or just gazing very softly. And we'll start to move into our meditation. So move your awareness down your torso, down your legs, all the way down to your feet and your toes. Breathing in, squeezing your feet and your toes. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the toes away from the body. Feel that lovely stretch across the shins. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the heels away from the body and the toes up towards the head. Feel that lovely stretch in the calf muscles. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the knees. Breathing in, pushing the knees down in towards the floor. Feel the quads engaged to do this. Breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the buttocks. Breathing in, squeezing the buttocks. Feel like the hips are rising just a little bit up towards the sky. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness around to the lower part of your back. Breathing in, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between your lower back and the floor. Breathing out, release. Keep your awareness in your lower back. Breathing in again, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between the lower back and the floor. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness around to the front of the torso, breathing in, squeezing the abdominal muscles down in towards the floor. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the torso, up to the chest. Breathing in, pushing the chest up towards the sky, squeezing the shoulder blades in towards each other underneath the body. And breathing out, release. And then reversing that motion, breathing in, lifting the shoulders off the floor, pushing the chest down in towards the floor. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness across your shoulders, down your arms, all the way down to your hands and fingertips. Breathing in, gently curling the fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And breathing out, gently releasing those soft fists. Breathing in again, making a much stronger fist with both hands and lifting both arms just a few centimeters off the floor. And breathing out, releasing those fists and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palms in towards the body, and down towards the floor, and even a little further around. Turn the palms back in towards the body, and up towards the sky, and even a little bit beyond. Breathing out, releasing the arms and the hands back down to the floor, palms faced up. Move the awareness back up the arms, up to the neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. And without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. And open the mouth really wide, do a really big yawn. Point the tongue up to the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, then around in a circle in the other direction. Place your tongue back in the mouth and engage your jaw. Allow your jaw to go around in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Then release the jaw and close the mouth. Make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push the eyebrows all the way down and lift up the corners of the mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. Breathing out, releasing your frowny smile. Then looking all over the face for all the muscles you can find. And breathing in, squeezing all the facial muscles, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, chin and jaw. Big breath in, big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Allow all your facial muscles to melt into the floor below. Move your awareness to just behind your ears and all over your scalp. Imagining you can squeeze this area. Breathing in, giving it a lovely squeeze. And breathing out. Release. And then make a request that all the effects of fear be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. You move your awareness to a beautiful celestial vacuum tube at the crown of your head. You request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium or fast. And then you allow this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from behind your eyes, your right ear, the back of your head, your left ear, vacuuming into your sinus area, vacuuming down into your mouth, the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw. You can see all the darkness and blackness going up this vacuum tube and away to be recycled. Vacuuming down your throat, down your neck, vacuuming into your right lung, vacuuming down your right arm into your right hand and fingertips, vacuuming back up your right arm into your right shoulder, across to your left shoulder, vacuuming down your left arm into your left hand and fingertips, vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung, and then vacuuming into your heart. And vacuuming into your stomach. Vacuuming into your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Vacuuming down into your bowels, your lower pelvic organs, your left hip, your right hip. Vacuuming down your right leg through your right knee, all the way down to the right foot and toes. And vacuuming back up your right leg into your right buttocks, across to your left buttocks. And vacuuming down your left leg, through your left knee, all the way down to your left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now been created by cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your body be filled up with beautiful, bright white, healing light. And so the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and left buttocks. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left leg. The tube moves across to your right foot. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right toes, your right foot and ankle, your right lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvis. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your torso.
And the tube moves across to your right fingertips. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your fingertips, to your fingers, your palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your right shoulder. As you breathe out, all this beautiful light settles into all of your right arm. The tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, your left fingers, your left palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine, works its way up through every single disc and vertebrae in your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, up into your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into your head, your neck, and your spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful, bright, white, healing light. And you affirm to yourself, I am resourceful. I am spontaneous. I am enthusiastic. My path is clear. I am safe. All is well. I am resourceful. I am spontaneous. I am enthusiastic. My path is clear. I am safe. All is well. I am resourceful. I am spontaneous. I am enthusiastic. My path is clear. I am safe. All is well. And sit with that affirmation for a few moments. Move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A ball of beautiful golden light is hovering there just above the floor. You take a deep breath in and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball and works its way into the crown of your head. As you breathe out, this beautiful light showers down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and fingertips. Showering down your torso through your pelvis, showering down your legs through your knees, showering all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated by this beautiful golden light. You start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor. Your heels, your calves, your buttocks, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, the backs of your hands and the back of your head. And you start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. You very gently bring your knees up to your chest and give them a lovely hug with your arms. You gently sway from side to side, around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Then gently rolling yourself over to your right side, resting your head on your right arm. Using this important moment to consolidate what we've done so far in this class. Our beautiful sun sequence enhanced the solar energy within us, brought us dynamic creativity, resourcefulness, spontaneity, enthusiasm, balance, emotional and mental balance, clarity and focus, opened our chest up and brings us totally into the present moment. Our beautiful eagle allowed us to see our truth, gave us insight into what really matters to us, what really does bring us joy in our occupation. Gave us clarity and truthfulness and incisiveness to see the heart of any situation. Our sitting spinal twist brought gratitude and generosity, self-empowerment, creativity, and a flexible outlook on life, and growth opportunities seen from challenges. And of course our beautiful deep relaxation re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated our entire body and entire mind in preparation for the rest of your day and for your week to come. Imagining yourself sitting in the upright position, keeping your eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up into the upright position, the sitting position, and rubbing those palms together, creating a lovely warmth between your palms. And placing those nice warm palms over your closed eyes and allowing the eyes to open in that nice, warm, soft, safe place. And gently tapping your forehead, your temples, your chin and your jaw, back up to the top of your head, the back of your head, your shoulders, your chest, side of your body, your thighs and knees, your buttocks. Shake out to the side. Breathing in, stretch, and breathing out, a little bit of a shoulder roll. Hope you enjoyed that deep relaxation. We're going to move straight into our pranayama now. We'll start with what we always start with, which is our deep yogic breath, which is the default one to go back to if there's any health considerations for other ones that we do. So you can place one hand over your abdomen and another one around your chest area, and breathing in, imagine you're filling your abdomen with air, so filling your tummy up with air. And then fill up your chest, then your upper chest, pause, and breathing out gently, empty the tummy and the chest, feeling them rest and settle back down. Breathing in again, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. And breathing out, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Breathing in again, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. And breathing out, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause.
And again, breathe in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and breathing out, tummy, chest, upper chest. And just releasing that one. Now we're going to do the cooling breath with the mudra of tolerance. Okay, the reason why I've chosen the cooling breath is to release any anger or that frustration that we were talking about with Mars and Uranus in Aries at the moment. That impatience really can help with that. And the mudra of tolerance in combination, that also releases stress, anxiety. There's a couple of other ones too, but I haven't got it written down. I do apologise. But yeah, it releases that stress and that anger and anxiety as well. And I believe impatience is on the list as well. That's why I've chosen it. I'm so used to picking it these days that I didn't write it down. But we start with our little finger and our ring finger and push. Feel that pressure between the fingers there, and have the palms facing in towards the chest. And then eventually I'll let you know that we're going to go for the middle finger and the pointer finger as well, touching each other. And then eventually we'll go for the thumbs touching after a few more breaths. Okay, so to do the cooling breath, you can curl your tongue over like this and breathe through that tunnel that you've created with your tongue. Or you can just grit your teeth together and breathe through the gritted teeth. I'll do the teeth so you can hear what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to do a big breath in again into the tummy. So breathing in, pause, feel that cool in your mouth. Close the mouth out through the nose. Breathing in again. Pause, feel the cool. Close the mouth out through the nose. And again. Pause, feel the cool. Close the mouth out through the nose. Add your next two fingers. So you've got all four fingers touching the other four fingers. Breathe in. Pause, feel the cool. Close the mouth out through the nose. In again. Pause, feel the cool in the mouth. Close the mouth out through the nose. In again. Pause, feel the cool. Close the mouth out through the nose. And go for your thumbs. So all 5 fingers are touching the other 5. Feel that pressure between the fingers. Have the palms still facing in towards the chest if you're comfortable with that. Breathing in. Pause. Feel the cool. Close the mouth out through the nose. Breathing in again. Pause, feel the cool. Close the mouth out through the nose. Breathing in again. Pause, feel the cool. Close the mouth out through the nose. And just release. Lovely. Hope you're feeling a little bit more calm, a little bit more patient, a little bit more relaxed. And now we're heading into our meditation. First we'll quickly get the body it's settled, and then we'll go into the meditation. We're actually going to be going into the praying hands position for this one. So you can start with just the mudra of wisdom, which is your thumbs and pointer fingers touching, and then when we go into the actual manifesting money part of the meditation, we'll move into the namaste, into the praying hands. Okay, so closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, checking that your torso is nice and upright here, whether you're sitting on the floor or on a chair. And breathing in, move your awareness to your toes, your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, knees, upper legs and buttocks. Breathing out, allowing the bottom half of your body to sit
and rest and settle into the earth below. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. As you breathe out, allow your whole torso to rest and settle in the sitting position. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your fingertips, your fingers, your palms, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders. And as you breathe out, allow your shoulders, arms and hands to rest and settle in the mudra. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your spine, your neck, your head, the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, allow your head, your neck and spine to rest and settle into the sitting position. And just before you move into the praying hands position, have a think about what limiting beliefs you might have about work and about money. Maybe you have a belief that money doesn't come easy, that work is supposed to be hard work and difficult, something you dread going to. That wealth or being wealthy is a dirty thing or a negative thing. That if you earn more money, you might be rejected by your family, your core family. Just sit with that for a few moments and see what your beliefs are around money and abundance. Maybe have a think about how your mum or dad or carer used to behave around money. Did they complain there was never enough? Did they complain about people who had more than them? Was there a lack mentality? Were you always scratching to make ends meet? Was there a stigma against wealthy people? Or were you one of the wealthy people and you felt embarrassed about that maybe? How did your parents enjoy their work? And then gently move your hands up into the praying hands position. Start to feel inside your body and the mentality of money doesn't come easy. Is it sitting somewhere in there? Can you feel like money doesn't come easy to you? Find the place in your body where you think that is. Breathe into that place in your body. Transform that belief into red light. That money doesn't come easy. As you breathe out, send that belief to the tips of your fingers, the palm of your hand. Allow that belief to sit between your hands. Breathe in again. Find anywhere in your body where there's the belief that money doesn't come easy. Can you feel it in your back, your spine? Breathe it out. Send that red light to between your hands. Then breathing in, and what you're going to do is blow out from the palms of your hands. So you breathe in, lift your hands up, breathe out, open your palms up and blow over the tops of your palms. Send that belief out and away. Bring your hands back together.
Then search through your body. Do you have a belief that work is supposed to be hard work? Work is difficult. Work is this thing you have to go to earn money as a means to an end. Did your parents have that belief? Did your grandparents have that belief? Is that what they told you? You have to work really hard to earn your money. Breathe into that place that you're feeling it in your body or in your mind. Transform it into red light. Send that red light to the palms of your hands, the fronts of your fingers. Breathe in again. Find that belief. Find that blocked energy. That work is hard work. You've got to work really hard to earn your pay. And breathe out. Send it to the palms of your hands. Then lift your hands up as you breathe in. And breathe out. Open your palms. Blow it out over the top of your palms as if you're blowing it out to the universe, sending that energy back. You can affirm to yourself, I joyfully release that belief that work has to be hard work. And then search your body, come back into Namaste. Search your body for the belief wealth is a dirty thing. Being wealthy is dirty. Shameful to earn your money in your sleep or to make money easy. Embarrassing. Was there anyone around you that had that belief when you were growing up? Or did you shape that belief inside of yourself? Find in your body, breathe into where it is in your body or your mind. Transform it into red light and send that red light up to between your hands. Breathe in again. Find that belief, that stuck energy, that wealth is embarrassing or a dirty word or unaccepted in your view. Send it up to between the palms of your hands. Breathe in, lift your hands up. Breathe out, open your palms, blow it out. Send that belief packing. Send it away. Bring your hands back together. And the very last one, do you have a belief that if you don't maintain the level of lifestyle that your core family does, then you won't be accepted, you won't belong, you won't be loved by your core family? Have a think of what the lifestyle level was. Do you feel like you're still stuck at that lifestyle level? Breathe into the place in your body or your mind where you feel that the most. Transform it into red light. Send the red light as you breathe out between your hands. Breathe in again. Find the stuck energy that I have to keep this status quo, this particular lifestyle level. Send it up between your hands in the form of red light. Then breathe in, lift your hands up. Breathing out, open the palms, breathe out. Send that belief away. Bring your hands back down into Namaste, into the mudra of wisdom. And just rest with that for a few moments. Feel yourself opened up to new possibilities. Having fun at work, really enjoying your work. See yourself almost leaping out of bed with enthusiasm for work. See money flowing. See you exceeding your income. Rest and settle with this for a few moments. then breathing in, move your awareness to your crown, your head, your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips, upper torso, middle torso, pelvic area. As you breathe out, allow your whole upper body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your buttocks, your upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. As you breathe out, allow your whole body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Have a sense of where your body is in the room. Then very gently opening up your eyes and releasing your mudra. Rubbing your palms. Give yourself a little bit of a tap. I hope you enjoyed that meditation and it allowed you to release some of those old beliefs. You may even have other beliefs that I didn't particularly come up with at that time that you might like to do in that meditation as well. And if you think that any of your friends or family or work associates might find this video helpful, please feel free to flick it to them, share it with them, share it on your Facebook. Just click the share button. I'd love to also hear your feedback. I hope you have a really fantastic new moon in Aquarius coming up on the 5th of February. And until our full moon in a few weeks' time, namaste.